Hello and welcome to the 2007 season of Hockomock League football with the Warriors of Foxboro High School. Today's matchup is between the Foxboro Warriors and the Sharon Eagles. Bringing you all of today's exciting football action are Dennis Robichaux, Doug Seuss, and Frank Jaffoon. Now let's join Doug and Frank down on the field with today's pregame commentary.
Good evening and welcome to Foxboro High School Warrior Football. Doug Seuss joined by Frank Jaffoon. We're here tonight after a one-month hiatus, having 4 road games. Coming back after a big win last week against Franklin. It's been a while, Frank, since we've been together.
Yeah, it has, Doug. Yeah, 4 weeks is a long time in this racket here. But Foxboro had, in my opinion, had kind of a tough road trip. They ended up pretty well, beating a good Franklin football team. But I think it's going to be a lot easier tonight.
Yeah, Sharon comes into the game, I believe, winless. Foxboro's coming in at like 5-2. 2 tough losses on the road. A 1-point loss at OA, a game that was marred by a lot of penalties and turnovers and stuff. And then I was at the North Attleboro game. I don't know about you, Frank, but it was over early. We were just outmatched that game.
Yeah, I talked to Jack about it. He said that we got outplayed, we got out-hit, we got out-hustled, we got out everything. So I guess you just let it go. You let it go and you move on. They rallied. They rallied against Stoughton. They beat Stoughton by a couple of touchdowns. Came back and beat Franklin. You can't complain about that. Going over to Franklin in a driving rainstorm, and beat them on their own facility. So they did well at the end here. And now they've got 3 relatively easy games, I would think, games that they should win before they go to Thanksgiving.
Right now, the hopes of going back to Super Bowl this year are pretty much washed up. There would be a lot of funky things that have to happen. We could possibly grab a share of the league title depending on what happens in that Mansfield North Attleboro game. But pretty much it's going to come down to Mansfield North. So Foxboro's basically playing for a good season right now, which, again, they've had a fantastic season. At one point rated as high as number 3 in the polls.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this team could finish 9-2 if they play a good game against Mansfield, and they beat a very good Mansfield team. Then they could go 9-2, and that would be their Super Bowl on Thanksgiving Day, I think.
It certainly would. Now tonight we're not going to see much. We'll wrap this up shortly, but Sharon's got about 21 players dressed, you said. So this is pretty much going to be over early, I would expect.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 minutes probably. I mean, we've done this before. You got to feel bad for them. The kids are out there going to play hard, but they're just undermanned.
Right. Well, there you have it. Frank and Doug here at the Ahern Field. Place looks great. Homecoming tonight. We're hoping we have a good crowd, and we'll see you up in the booth.
Captain Jesse Anderson. And number 53, Captain Dion Godlin. And for the Foxboro Warriors, number 1, Captain Stefan Neville. Number 33, Captain Tim Mogan. Number 48, Captain Alex Price. Number 56, Captain Brian Bosadet. Number 57, Captain Jim Kaminsky. And number 58, Captain...
Okay, we're here live at the Ahern Field. When you guys see it, it won't be. It'll be a tape. But Frank Jaffoon, Doug Seuss, waiting for our third partner to show up. I'm not sure if Dennis is going to be here tonight, but we have a coin toss going on. As you can see, we'll quiet down for a second while the referee talks.
I'll explain it a second time if I have to. The biggest thing is once you accept the kind of penalty, you can't change your mind. Okay, Sharon is a visiting team. They're going to call it off. This is the point where you have tonight. The official is ahead. The football is a tail. What are you going to call? He's calling heads. What is a tail? You want to cross, you want the ball, you want the ball. The goal, do you want to defend? Put your backs that way. Right here, stay right here. You get him on in a second. Who's going to receive? White will kick off going that way, guys. Shake hands, have a good game.
All right, there you have it. The Warriors won the toss with their honorary captain out there. Young man who's fighting an illness. Received an autograph call from the New England Patriots.
Very nice. Very nice. Absolutely.
Okay, before we get to the national anthem, I'll quickly introduce the officials tonight. We got referee Jerry Camo, umpire is Joe Sears, line judge is Terry Neville, field judge is George Wilcox, and on the clock is our own Donnie Thrasher. And very shortly we'll have the national anthem played by the Foxboro High School Band, led by Mr. Stephen Massey.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem by the Foxboro Area Marching Band under the direction of Foxboro Music Director, Mr. Stephen Massey.
Once again, a wonderful
We'd like
job
to welcome the
by
members
the
of the
high
8th
school
grade
band.
band sitting in and playing with the Foxboro High School Band.
Joined by some of the junior high 8th grade
Now,
band
ladies
members
and
as
gentlemen,
well.
I'd like to take a moment to introduce the 2007 Foxboro Warrior cheerleaders, who add color and excitement to the football program. They are coached by Crystal Salisbury, and they are freshman Kathleen Harper, freshman Brittany Venuti, freshman Chelsea Antosca, freshman Lindsay Gallagher, freshman Katie Goodwin, sophomore Brittany Gettilio, sophomore Lauren Malay, sophomore Alex Adair, sophomore Michaela Barrow, sophomore Elena Dillon, sophomore Chelsea Fitzgerald, sophomore Taryn Lovenstein, sophomore Danielle Nader, junior Danielle Baker, junior Amanda Cacchiti, junior Cosette Jericho, junior Haley Flynn, junior Caitlin Gorham, and the captains, senior Kelly Johnson, senior Emily O'Coin, and senior Bina Thrasher.
Well, nice job, Al, introducing our cheerleaders. Only 3 seniors. Geez, that's not normally around here for any of our sports. Usually we're senior laden.
Senior laden is right. There you go.
So here we go. We have Sharon doing the kicking chores to start tonight's action. Foxboro comes into the game at 5-2. Sharon is winless. Foxboro has 4 times the manpower dressed for tonight's game. Sharon, I'm sure, is going to try to put up a fight, but we're not expecting a whole lot here, are we, Frank?
No, I don't think so, Doug. I think probably about a quarter's worth, maybe.
All right, a little squib kick. It's fielded by number 20 for Foxboro. I think that's Mr. Simons.
Is that Saunders? Is that Saunders?
Saunders is 19, I believe.
19? Okay.
20 is Garrett Simons.
Garrett Simons, okay.
Nice little return. Takes it up the right sideline.
It's been a month since I looked at a roster.
I know. I got you there. In fact,
if you don't already know that, we've been away for a month on the cable here. They've had 4 away games. They went 2-2 on the road trip, so to speak. And now we're back, and hopefully a little home cooking here. And homecoming will produce another victory.
All right, Foxboro breaks the huddle. Junior Brian Swanton is the quarterback. In the backfield, he's joined with Timmy Mogan, number 33. I think Sicorso, 32, and Simons, number 20. Here's Mogan in motion. He's going to take a toss. Gets a little running room on the right side off tackle. Picks up a good 5-6 yards on that, Frank.
Yeah, you know, Doug, I'm looking for us to throw the ball a little bit. I was looking in the paper this week, and I saw where we have thrown the ball for 350 yards in 7 games, which obviously amounts to about 50 yards a game.
Right.
If ever there's a time when we can air it out a little bit, the scary thing for me, the other thing that I saw was the fact that the only 2 offenses that have scored less points than we have are Canton and Sharon.
Well,
so we've got some offensive work to do.
Okay, Foxboro comes out about 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4. See Neville in motion. He's going to take a toss behind the wall. Blockers with Simons right there. Nice block. He's going to be pretty close to it. He's got a lot of room on that sidelines.
Yeah. I didn't see the safety come over.
Brought down by number 9, Kevin Pollard. Touchdown saving tackle.
We'll take a peek at that.
Yeah, we will. That's a well-designed play. Neville coming off the flanker position. Takes the pitch in full stride.
You know, if we take a look at this this pitch, this end around, or so to speak, to Neville, Sharon literally has 4 or 5 guys to cut this play off, and none of them can make a tackle. Here's the other look.
Number 9 making this tackle there. He actually comes back into the play a little bit further down.
Right.
Yeah, there he comes from behind. Okay, back to action. There goes Mogan.
As a counter.
Up the middle. Yep. Now, you were mentioning about the passing. Certainly the last 3 years, let's say, with each senior quarterback, we've had some pretty natural passers. Your son Ross, 3-year starter. Mike Swatton, Brian's older brother, a good passer, had his 1 year, tenure, and then Drew Connolly last year, who was a natural passer too. Brian certainly is developing, but there's a lot of backs here too that they're trying to share the ball with.
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, you got a senior back who's a stud like Mogan. You're gonna use him as much as you can. There's Simons, goes for about 12.
Yeah, right up to the gut there.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at a young backfield with the exception of Timmy Mogan. And we're looking at a senior line, including the tight end. So we have to rebuild this offensive line, it seems like, every year, Doug.
Yes, we do. And speaking of that line, in there we have number 57, Jimmy Kaminsky, captain. Number 58, Brian Wooler, the captain. 55, Jakey Walsh. Alex Price is the tight end, number 48. And here we go. We're going to get a little bit of motion here by Simons, yes. Pete Dalton, number 66. 68, I checked that. He's a first-year starter after playing some JV ball. And then Colm Donnelly, the transfer student, another senior, as you said. So it's pretty much a senior line. I think the exception is maybe Walsh, who is a junior. Tough little kid, not actually little. He's got some weight to him, but compared to Colm Donnelly and Brian Woolard, he's a little on the small side there. Those are 2 big tackles. So here we go. We got first and goal situation anyhow, even with the penalty.
Another pitch to Neville. It's got to be 6 right here. Who's going to catch him? Nobody's going to catch him.
Looks like a new wrinkle that they put into the offense.
Yeah. Something to show Mansfield. I can only envision that they're going to have a little tougher game probably next week. We'll take another peek at this pitch. Wide receiver pitch.
Right. And Neville's probably one of the more gifted athletes on this team, and he's certainly one of the fastest as well. And once he get that seam there, nobody's going to catch him.
Right. Right.
Certainly well designed. He's had 2 carries. He's got a fair amount of yardage right there. He's probably already got 40 yards on those 2 carries and a touchdown. So Matata will be in to do the kicking chores. Joey Nixon, I believe, is the holder, number 7. And it looks good as always. Ali, I'm told, had quite the game last week in Franklin.
Well, he caught the touchdown pass and he kicked the point. We win the game 7-6.
Right. Also, I heard even on defensively, he had a fantastic game, and certainly he's a weapon to have. We talked about it earlier the last time we were here. His leg strength. I mean, he won the game against Dartmouth with a kick.
Right. You can make an argument that if we don't have Ali Murtada, we're minus 2 wins anyway.
Probably.
He's scored a touchdown defensively in one of the games already. He scored a couple of offensive touchdowns. He's certainly kicked field goals and extra points like they're going out of style. But the thing that impresses me about Ali is his ability to punt the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's new to him this year.
Exactly. He's 5'8", 135 pounds, folks, and he can boot the ball 40, 50 yards. There's no question. Somebody's going to take a look at this kid, and they're going to see him that he's got some great potential for somebody in college.
Yeah, you and I have both talked about this, that he could actually end up in a D1 school just because of his kicking ability.
Very possible. Very possible.
All right, here we go with Ali kicking off now. And he's going to give it a nice little boot.
Taking it to 10.
Number 24 bobbles that. That is Robert Ridley, and he's got nowhere to run.
Ridley, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Well, he's at the 12-yard line. They're digging a hole for themselves right away.
Yeah. This nothing difficult. He maybe lost it and light something, hit him right on the hands, and by the time he picked it up, he was already swarmed under. You'll see number 6 in there for the Warriors. I believe that's Stevie McGrath. One of the first guys to hit him. So Sharon is already off to a tough start. They're going to have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Come out. Let me see what I got for a quarterback number here. I think it's number 9. Yep, Kevin Pollard, the guy made the tackle earlier on defense. Single back formation with 3 receivers.
That's the McHugh kid, I think.
Yeah. Number 44 is Jamie McHugh.
Yeah, his brother played a couple of years ago. Tough little guy. This guy's a tough little guy. One thing we need to understand about Sharon, they've scored 3 touchdowns in 7 games.
Yeah.
That's it. They average a little over 2 points a game. Certainly in this league, that's not going to get it done. And we've talked about the heart of these kids. I mean, God bless them. There's 21 of them out there right now, and they're going to play as hard as they can for as long as they can. It's just that we're going to wear them out.
Right. And our old friend Joe Smith, one of Jack's former assistants, is over there now, too, trying to help build that program.
Yeah.
So here we go, like 2nd and 14 now. Long count, power I formation. Roll out and throw a ball right down the middle. Nobody there. Pollard's pass off a little bootleg action. Falls harmlessly onto the turf and will bring up a 3rd and long situation from their own 9-yard line.
Joey saw something there. I look like he's going to the left side of the defensive backfield. The problem is this little guy can't see over the line too far. Now we've got a call. What do you call 3rd and 13 from your own 9-yard line?
Yeah, certainly something safe.
Something safe.
Yeah, you don't want to turn the ball over here as it is. They're going to be punting out of their end zone more than likely. So once again, we come out with the wide receiver split. We do have a single back with the wing somewhat off the tackle there. Long count once again. Going to run a little option out of this. There is the pitch to McHugh. And he breaks one tackle before he's brought down over there by Neville after about a 6-yard gain. So it'll bring up 4th and about 8. Sharon will be punting away.
Ali, you got to keep your head up there, buddy. You dove at the ground. Go through the numbers.
4th and about 7.
Okay, back to punt. Same kid, Mr. Pollard. Looks like he's one of the few athletes they got. He's doing it all over there.
Yeah.
So back to number 9, Kevin Pollard. Snap is high. He makes a great save of that.
I don't know how he got that out of there. And it's not bad either. It's going to go to the 50-yard line, past the 50.
Excellent punt.
Wow.
Matada decided not to cover that. And he's going to net about 40 yards out of that.
Yeah,
darn close.
That worked out well.
I was going to say, if we can get a replay, this ball is over his head. One hand.
Great stop right there.
Really nice. Presence of mind. Just basically turn spins. Timmy Mogan was in there. Tim might have had a chance to block it, but probably figured he wasn't going to get a good kickoff coming off. A little spin action there, but ball traveled out to midfield. So it was a net of 38 yards. Nice kick.
We got trips to the right. I think either Timmy's coming back hard to the left, or we're gonna throw the football. Timmy's going to the left.
There you go. Good call, Coach. And he's down after about a 7-yard gain.
Brian Swanton is saying to himself, please, Coach.
All right.
Yeah, here we go.
Coach Safoon has called this one.
We've seen this a million times. The pull the
Kaminsky
left guard.
polling,
Yep, there you
doing
go.
a nice job there. There is a hole.
44.
I was going to say, Brian Swanton is going to Coach Bordier. He said, Coach, let me put one up here.
Yeah.
Let me put one up here. I'm not going to get too many throws here tonight.
No, unfortunately, in games that tend to get out of hand, you take the air out of the ball and stay on the ground. And Brian does need to work on his pass, and it's going to be a necessity later on.
Absolutely. No question about that.
Sharon is lined off.
They're offsides. 5 is offsides.
Horrible.
There's a pass.
And Neville's got that out in the wing.
Yep,
and number 5 for Sharon, Darius Reed, had no idea where he was lined up. He was basically in Foxboro's backfield.
And the thing about it, excuse me, Doug, I'm sorry to interrupt you. The thing about it is he's right next to the Sharon sideline. Somebody should have been yelling over there, get back.
We have offside defense.
Yeah.
Foxboro will take the play. They picked up a first down anyhow.
It's going to be a first down blow.
But young Mr. Reed lined up on the flanker. Normally you line up on the end. I can see you jamming him, but we had a flanker over there, and he was in the backfield with him.
That's right.
So Foxboro picks up a nice gain on a little flat pass out there to Neville from Swanton. They will now take over first down here at the 30-yard line. Straight ahead to Morgan. He's going to be close to another first down as he breaks it down to about the 19-yard line. Close enough that they're not going to take a measurement, so it'll be second and short.
Let's just watch the offensive line just lean, pulling here. We get the right guard pulling.
That was Walsh. Like a little inside trap play.
Yeah, he ran right over the middle linebacker, which doesn't bode well.
No. So here's a good opportunity right here to do a little pass action.
You would hope so. You want to see him throw the ball a little bit here.
Yeah, we're
going in a shotgun anyway.
Really, we are in a shotgun. We have 3 receivers to the right. Here's Neville in motion. Snap to Butch.
Everybody's looking for the ball.
He's got plenty of time. Ball's up for grabs back there, looking for Alex Price. I gotta say that's the first ball I've seen thrown to Price this year.
You're right. 24 knocked it down. Nice play by number 24. We'll get his number.
Yeah, Robert Ridley.
Yep. Nice play right there. Ball hung up a little bit in the air.
It did. Ridley's fighting with Alex. Number 3 is also back there.
Yep.
To Sharon Austin. Tareem Zaid, let me correct that. But again, Butch threw into double coverage. Here's Alex.
We'll get the yard right now. Here we go.
Timmy with a little off tackle cuts it back to the middle and easily picks up the first down. Brought down by number 53 for Sharon, Dan Godlin, one of their captains.
First down for the Warriors.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Timmy only needed about 50 yards tonight or less to get over 1,000.
Yeah.
And certainly he's the workhorse.
Yeah, he had that huge.
31.
Timmy's got 31 yards so far tonight, but he had that huge game a couple weeks ago over at Stoughton.
Yeah.
Close to 300 yards rushing,
Right.
and I think all our backs last year were all like between 400 and 600 yards rushing combined. I mean, each. So here comes Neville again, and he's going to turn that corner, and he's in once again.
Yeah.
Same play scored on earlier.
Well, this is starting out as the Stephon Neville show. Got to get him involved in the offense.
Coming out of the flanker position. Going to get a block by Kaminsky, one by Mogan. And again, with the speed, he's breaking tackles here.
Yeah, he got rid of 3 tackles.
Yeah. I don't, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Stephon has scored a touchdown this year prior to tonight.
I think you're right.
I mean, he is a deep threat as a receiver, but I think he's been drawing a lot of double teams most of the year. So
well, prior to this, Doug, we only had 5 kids score. I know Mogan and Mortada scored, and I think Soccorso scored, and Simon scored.
Right.
I don't think it was Neville who got the other one, but I saw in the paper we only had 5 kids who scored.
Right. So spreading the ball around a little bit more tonight. Again, we're out to a quick 14-0 lead.
Yeah.
We have about 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And Sharon is already in a deep hole here as we had expected. So what we got, too, here is Foxboro will finish up the season with 4 home games. one of the odder schedule years. I think the only thing that might have been, let's say, more unusual was the year that we had no home games due to the field being torn up, and we had to play everything on the road. But this year we had, 3 at home, 4 on the road, and then 4 at home. So almost like a baseball series type of thing.
Right. Yeah, that was an oddity in the schedule, and I don't know if it's going to be the same way next year. Just the reverse.
Yeah, it could be, because sometimes they do that on those 2-year cycles. So,
do we know if we're playing Dartmouth next year?
I have no idea. We'll have to check the website this week and find out.
Yeah, I think he's done with. There's a nice kick. Ball going about the 5.
Pinned in the corner, number 24 once again, Robert Ridley takes it up the sideline. He gets a little bit of running room, brings it out to about the 28, 29-yard line of Sharon.
Robert Ridley.
He's excited.
Much better than his last return. This time he was able to field it and make something positive out of it. So there he goes, catches on one hop, gets a little bit of a seam up the sideline. Missed tackle again with the head down.
Yeah, you got to get your head in front.
So Sharon starts off in much better field position on their second possession, out around their own 28-yard line. Last time they started off at their own 12. So trailing by 14. We saw them go 3 and out. Not really sure what type of offense they run. Like you said, Frank, they've only scored 3 touchdowns. So maybe they're still
very,
trying to
very
find that
basic. Very basic.
Yeah, they're in a power eye now.
Yeah, they're not very. It's not an intricate offense, believe me.
No, they're a little pitch there. Once again, number 44.
That's a nice run right there.
A nice run there. It's Jamie McHugh. Pollard took a hit on just before he got rid of that ball, too. And that's really the way you run that option anyhow. Quarterback sometimes takes that shot.
Yeah, that's what you can't take too many of those either at his size.
Yeah, Sicorso was the one to put the hit on him. And it looks like Timmy Morgan was the one who made the tackle from behind. No surprise there.
Yeah.
So Sharon picks up a good 5.5 yards. Brings up a second and long 4 from their own 34-yard line. Again, the power eye set. Long count. Pollard just gets swarmed under there. Never had a chance. Jimmy Kaminsky, number 57. Number 12, Brendan Sweet, also in on that tackle. He loses about 3 yards here, so it'll be like a 3rd and 8.
You know, the only way Sharon's going to move the ball, Doug, is to get around the outside, and that's running into Foxboro's strengths. Their outside linebackers and their defensive ends are big, strong, and agile. So it's kind of a tough go for these guys.
Right.
Quarterback's about 5'5". He's trying hard.
Yeah, we're gonna have a timeout here. We don't have a roster with their sizes. Basically, we have their the year of graduation listed, and there are a couple halfway decent-sized kids, but not nearly. There's just compared to some of the monsters we've seen from Dartmouth and Central Catholic, where they had guys 6'5", 6'6",
right,
playing the line. I mean, if they got a couple kids that are just barely over 6 foot, I would say from here.
Probably a couple 220s, and you know, they're doing the best they can. You know, Joe Smith was telling me, I was out last Saturday night with him. We went out, and he was telling me that they got to run half-line scrimmages because they don't have enough kids. It's just a real tough situation. Yeah. And Doug, it just doesn't get any better over there either.
No,
it doesn't get any. Year after year, we say that we have the same comments, we have the same. You feel bad for them. Sure, you feel bad for them because they want to play football, but something has to be done over there.
It does, and I know kids from all towns go to private schools and stuff like that, but I'm not sure that that's necessarily the case over at Sharon.
2 or 3 maybe.
Yeah,
2 or 3, but nothing extraordinary.
They just don't have a lot to begin with. That you said they dressed 14 kids for the freshman game. Yes, that's
wrong.
That's really wrong. So here we go, a 3rd and long situation, shotgun formation. Pollard's back, gets a good snap. He puts this one up there. He's got a receiver out there. Nice try. Neville breaks that up. I think it was number 81, maybe.
Yeah, I think it was.
Number 81, Jamie Harding was out there. He had a step on Neville, but Neville.
He caught it.
Neville was able to catch up.
Not a bad job getting rid of the ball.
No, it wasn't. It's actually a pretty decent pass. If he if he got just a little bit more on that, he was about 3 yards further out, he would have had that ball out there in Harding's hands. So here we go, punt formation again. Back for Foxboro is Matata and Neville. And pretty decent kick. Neville's going to mishandle it, but comes back up with it. He's going to find a seam. Mogan with a good block right there. He's just weaving in and out of guys.
Goodbye.
There he goes.
Stefan Neville show.
Wow. That was a combination of some pretty good blocking.
And some awful tackling.
And some awful tackling, yeah. Sharon basically did not have good punt coverage on this. Matata's the first one to give him a block. Not much of one. Then Mogan just lays a kid out right there. And, now he cuts back inside. There's a lot of over pursuit. You saw number 9. That's the punter, Pollard. And he's going to...
You want to take a look at something telling here. Take a look at the numbers of the Sharon jerseys that were the first one to get near Neville. They're in the 50s.
Yeah.
Where are the 30s and the 20s?
Yeah. The guys that are usually your athletes.
Usually the quicker guys.
Yeah.
That's a bomb right there. He just hit. Well, got 2.5 minutes left in the first period. It's 21-0.
Yeah. Tough situation. I got to tell you, though, too, when I was over in North Attleboro a couple weeks ago watching the game, and, you mentioned a couple minutes ago about, running to the outside is, where they might have some luck, but it's also our strength. The one thing about that is North Attleboro ran maybe 5 types of plays that night. One of them is that jet sweep.
Yeah.
And they had the young man, Harris.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, Frank, one of the fastest kids I've ever seen.
Really?
And once he turned the corner, he was gone. But the thing was, their guards, and we saw this last year, North Attleboro doesn't have a huge line.
Yeah.
Their guards are usually kids that are like in the 5'8" range, 170 pounds,
yep,
right?
yep.
But they're very agile.
Yep.
And when they're getting outside and they're hitting the Ali Matatas and the Stefan Nevilles, it neutralizes them.
Right.
And then Harris was gone. It was really, from a coaching perspective to watch it, North Attleboro executed fine.
Yeah.
They were beautiful. And that ball is going to go out of bounds.
You make a great point. North Attleboro that have played the wing tee offense to perfection year after year, from Ray Beaupre all the way down through through Sullivan and now into Comer. They've run the same offense year in and year out. Just like you said, Doug, they have the little guards that pull. They're very athletic. What they do is they just angle block. They're angle block and they have real good backs most of the time. This kid Harris is good. We've seen Robbie Vaughn. We've seen Anthony Sherman. Blah blah blah. Year after year, they always come up with a good back, a good fast kid, and a powerful kid like this kid Sherman. You remember Jared Prokowski and all these kids that have come out of that factory. And they've all had those smaller, quicker lines. They really haven't had the big offensive linemen, and it's a tribute to their system. Yeah. And that truly is a system football program. Yeah, they're top to bottom. They run it through their Pop Warner program as well. Again, it's nothing fancy. It's just it's good blocking, good angle blocking, like you said, man on man. They pick up blitzes pretty well. They don't throw the ball a lot. They threw a couple passes that game just to keep things honest, and they gave the ball to the fullback a couple times to keep things honest. Yep. But it was like the counter, the jet sweep, and then that little power crisscross that we can't seem to master, but they certainly can run it very well. Yeah, they do a great job with their wingbacks. All right, so here we go. Sharon has the third possession starting out at the 30-yard line. Well, they're in the toss. They're in the backfield before they get the tailback gets the ball. The Q didn't even stand a chance. Yeah. Can we say that again, Mike, if possible? Yeah, Matata was up there. I think. Look at the left side of Foxboro's defensive line. You got Mogan's out there. You can see him at the top of the screen. It's a long count. 1001, 1002. They're already past the quarterback. Who's 12? 12 is Brendan Swede. He's in there quickly. Alex Price was first one in there. Matata's in there. A whole slew of Foxboro guys. Yeah. Mikey Farrell, number 37, is getting some action here. Good little athlete. Yep. He should be one of the wide receivers next year, Doug, wouldn't you think? I would think so, and he's also probably going to be the heir apparent kicker behind Matata. Yeah, I've seen him kick. He can do it, too. He's got a good leg. Yeah. So we got a 2nd and 20 situation, 10 yards lost on that last play. Pollard. No. Kaminsky's going to drag him down.
Great pursuit by Jimmy Kaminsky.
Nice play by Kaminsky.
You know that's basically lineman / linebacker chasing down your quarterback here, and Jimmy just got him in his sights. And look at he has the passion right there. He wasn't going to let him get away. Trips him up. Really good job, but you know, again, Pollard has nowhere to throw, nowhere to run.
The offensive line is way overmatched. Strength, speed, and capability. I mean, they're just the defensive line from Foxborough is just too quick and too big and strong.
So we're under a minute now. Another loss on the play. This time 6 yards brings down a 3rd and 26 situation. They are inside their 15-yard line, and we're going to see a little inside handoff that's going to get nothing there. A little safe play more than anything else. Number 33, Luke Ding, the ball carrier, and he picks up maybe a yard. So Sharon once again will be punting. I think the quarter will expire before that happens, though. And actually, it should. If they're smart, they'll let the clock tick out here.
I think they got to get it off, or they're going to lose 5 yards.
Pollard takes a snap, gets off another kick to Matata.
No, that's
I'm sorry, Neville again. I'm sorry. Check that, and there he goes again.
Goodbye.
Not this time.
No.
Close, though.
That's the end of the quarter. Well, 0.3, I guess.
31, Brent Schenkel on the tackle, along with number 9, the punter quarterback, Pollard.
Problem here for Brian Swanton is how do you throw the ball?
Yeah.
21-0.
Yeah, Neville starts to his right, brings it back. He's got a wall of guys again. And again, Pollard kid, he's a player, though. You got to give him credit.
He's trying hard, that boy. He's really trying. And some of the other kids aren't. I mean, that's just really what it is.
Yeah, they're just overmatched. It's not much else you can say about it. So Foxborough's already starting to change up a little bit here with some of their guys, I think. We see Thrasher's now in the backfield at fullback.
Here's the pass. Got to get him in. That's, oh my God, is he open?
Touchdown.
4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns for Neville. Okay.
That's a well-thrown ball, too. The only one who was going to catch it was Neville.
Yeah, we got to get him in. That's the only way we can throw the ball. You know, that's the last play of the first period. It's 27-0 right now.
I think Mr. Neville's night will be over now.
He's done.
He's done for the night. He's had a career night tonight. He's had 2 touchdown runs, a punt return, and a pass reception. That one was good from 22 yards out. Swanton just threw a ball out on the money, a fade right behind the secondary, and the only one who was going to catch it was going to be Neville. So
you can be sure of this, that in a situation like this where it's 28-0, Jack has probably told Mike Borderi and Mike Bartuca, listen, if you're going to do your offense, do it quickly because this game's going to be over and we're going to play a lot of kids tonight.
That's right.
And every Sharon game, he does the same thing. The kids who haven't seen the end zone are going to get in the end zone. Neville's got 4 touchdowns in a quarter. I don't remember another time since I've been here, and I've been watching football a long time, not as long as you here, but I can't remember another kid getting 4 touchdowns in a quarter.
No.
Especially the first quarter.
Yeah. You know what?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, it very well could be a Foxborough record for a quarter, certainly the first quarter. I know Bobby Moorshed back.
4 in a game, right?
4 in a game back in the Turkey Day game at the old Foxborough Stadium, Sullivan Stadium at that time, Schaefer Stadium actually.
Right.
Against Mansfield, Bobby Moorshed had his career day.
I think John Turner had 4 in a game one night. He had a night where he had 300 yards rushing, and I think he had 4 touchdowns in that game. But I'm talking 4 in a quarter. I don't think I've ever seen it before. I know I haven't seen it before, unless somebody refreshes my memory.
Neville has a combined 91 yards receiving and rushing, plus the punt return. So all-purpose yards, he's probably at about $1.50.
Go sit down, Stefan. He had a nice night.
Yeah. Here we go again. Ridley with the return. Gets a few yards, nothing much. He's out around the 25-yard line, maybe the 24. You will see some of those seniors now getting that opportunity to play, Frank, like you said.
Sure.
You know, at this point in time, it's really about rewarding some of those kids. I mean, there's a lot of football here, and I know that the starters like to play, but you got 80 kids dressed on the Foxboro sideline, and can't find a better opportunity than right now to start mixing some of them in from time to time.
If you get a chance and the camera crew, just take a look at the Sharon sideline to see what they're up against, and you'll see the fact that they've got about 8 kids on the sideline.
We're going to run that option again. Here's McHugh. He gets the corner.
Wow, look at him.
Yeah, nice little run there.
Nice run.
About a 20-yard gain for him.
24, Jamie McHugh. First down, Sharon Eagles. McHugh carried up over the 40.
Yeah, you can see this option a couple times. Swedes all over Pollard, but he gets it off.
Nice play. Nice play.
Joey Nixon makes the tackle about 20 yards later. So very nice run for Sharon. Their best offensive play.
That's
their first down.
Yep.
So they are showing a little bit of life here in best field position out at the 44, their own. Come out with a same type of formation. That one back is up in the backfield with a single back deep. They run the toss to McHugh again, and he's just bottled up over there. Swede's the first one to get him, turn him back inside.
Tough little guy. His brother was the same way. I remember his brother about 3 or 4 years ago. He's the same way, same type of build, tough kid. But boy, you gotta have some blocking.
Yeah, there's Swede out there.
1, 2,
Mosterdet's out there.
3.
He's
4,
trying like
5. I mean,
he's trying like crazy, man.
5 kids hit him before they brought him down.
Yeah. Certainly trying to make it happen out there.
Yeah.
But the blocking is just not there. It's just like you said, Frank. They're overmatched. Foxborough's got size, strength,
and speed,
and these backs, if they're going to do it, they're going to be doing it on their own. We have
everybody. If maybe we even want to look ahead. I don't want to look ahead right now too early, but going in next week, this King Philip team that's coming in here is not a really bad football team. It's a team that scored 49 points against Oliver Ames, a team that beat us. It's a team that has really a lot of potential. They got a lot of kids coming into their system. They had an undefeated freshman team last year. They've got some very good football players coming. So it's something to be reckoned with, and I think they're going to give Foxborough a pretty good game, Doug.
Bad snap on the shotgun.
Boy, I don't know how he got that.
Morgan, he did basically.
He got it off.
That should be an intentional grounding. Here's the flag. Unfortunately, Morgan was all over his back, and the only person he threw it to. He threw this out towards Brian Campbell, number 5, the Foxborough linebacker.
I got to tell you something.
Intentional grounding.
Yeah, that's a flag. They could have wiped it off.
Yeah.
Stay down. What's it down?
Yeah.
Under these circumstances,
Let the clock go, for God's sakes. And I'm sure that's what the Sharon coaches are saying. He's out of the box and everything. He just let it go.
Yeah. All right, we got a timeout here. It's going to be a loss of down on that play as well. So once they move the sticks.
We were commenting earlier, Doug, how good the field looks.
Yeah.
This is the 4th home game for us, right? For the varsity anyway. Right. And obviously the freshmen and JVs have played here as well. And I don't see any ruts in the field. I don't see any brown spots except on the sideline.
Yeah, I mean when you got 80 boys that are dragging their cleats there, sure. But when we were down there earlier for the pregame, I had made the comment it looked almost like turf.
Yep.
So nice and thick. And again, we've had fortunate weather so far. I mean, it hasn't been very wet, but we got a good sprinkler system here. But the temperatures have been mild enough. And I know that Mike O'Leary, working with his lawn guy, same guy we used down at the Ernie George field, Dennis Brolin, the guy knows his stuff. And I tell you, both fields look great this time of year. We've played at a few others that have been a mess. And our field is as green as can be, too. So a credit to Michael Leary and to Dennis Brolin for doing a good job here.
Yeah, it really does look nice.
So here we go, a 3rd and 17 situation after the intentional grounding, loss of down. Also takes place on that. And pitch to McHugh. He breaks the first tackle, but then Price just swarms him over along with Matata. He loses a few more.
Ball carries number 44.
That poor kid is so up against it.
48. Alex Price.
Tough part is, Frank, even if they dropped out of the Hawkmark League, all right, I mean, so you're not playing Foxboro, Mansfield, North Attleboro, where are they going to go?
The only shot they really have that's within proximity to us is the Tri-Valley League. They seem to be relatively competitive against at least the middle tiers of those teams. Norton's in that league, obviously,
right,
as well.
Fair catch by Nixon.
But I can't really see them being in any other league unless they go down a division. And that is going down a division. But if they go down another division, the Division 4, they're certainly out of the populace.
It's tough because you certainly can't build a program when you're not having any success.
Yeah.
And the Pop Warner program has some. They have some numbers. In fact, one of my B team is scrimmaging against their B team this weekend, but their B team went winless. And we're just trying to get a game in before we get into our playoffs. Now there goes Cataldo off tackle. He's going to pick up a first down or darn close to it. They did have a good A team this year. But like you said, a lot of those kids that are probably on that team are freshmen playing down instead of playing freshman ball.
Doug, Joe Smith, I'm going to take another look at this Derek Cataldo.
Good little runner here, Derek. He's got a lot of speed, athletic ability. Right off tackle.
Second down and 1.
McHugh, 44, is the one on the tackle.
Yeah, Doug, Joey Smith told me that they have 10 kids on the A team that are freshmen.
Yeah.
That could have been playing freshman football in Sharon, but decided to stay down to maybe have a little bit more success on the A team. That is not a good picture.
No, that's not. Saunders on a carry, following the block of Colm Donnelly out there. Actually loses maybe a couple. Bring up third down. Saunders is a real quick kid here too, Frank.
Yeah, he is quick. I had him in a C team.
He's really developed a couple gears here over the last few years, and I watched him in a JV game a few weeks back, and was very impressed with the speed that he has, and he's getting varsity time.
Well, he had a nice game over in Oliver Ames.
Mm-hmm.
He had over 100 yards rushing in the varsity game.
There's Cataldo again. And
they've got. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
They've got probably 5 backs next year who are going to vying for playing time.
Yeah.
And plus they're going to get Brian Swanton back. So, the well's not dry. They just got to keep pouring. They got to put some linemen together.
Yeah, they got to rebuild that line again. But like you said, they got a lot in that cupboard there with Swanton coming back, and they have Simons and they have Thrasher and Scorso and Saunders and
right.
Mike
Farrell.
Mikey Farrell's in the mix there. Yeah, they got some talent. So here we go. Now we're going to shift out of the power I. And a little inside handoff here. This time to Thrasher. That might be his first carry of the year, too. Seeing a couple firsts here tonight. Seeing Price have a ball thrown to him, I think, for the first time. And Thrasher, who's basically a decoy back there, all he does is knock people over as a lead blocker for Logan and Scorso. So Foxboro picks up 5 there. And I can see there are a couple subs in there. Dan Burke, number 54, is in there as one of the linemen. So as I catch some of these kids, I'll try and pick them out. Here we go with Cataldo again. Finds a seam, and he's going to pick up another Foxboro first down. This kid, I remember Cataldo being a nice little kick returner, Frank.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting last year. Nothing fancy here. You see Wooler just blowing his guy outside. Foxboro.
He should.
Yeah, he should.
He should. He's 6'3", 6'4", 300 pounds. He should.
Number 2, Chris Marcil checks in. Another senior.
Homecoming ceremonies will take place.
He's going to be at the wide receiver position for Neville. Here we go with Saunders.
Yeah.
Now here's the tough part tonight, Frank. You're a backup receiver, all right?
Go sit up.
You're finally going to get a chance to play, and you know we're not throwing the ball.
Oh, boy.
Here goes Saunders. Just cuts this one back against the grain.
Yeah.
Reads the blocks, finds the hole. This kid is fast. He is real fast. Number 81 on the tackle there, Jamie Harding.
Well, it should be 35-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
We got about 4 minutes left here. Who's 22, Doug?
22 for us is Mr. Mike Hayes. Another one.
Oh, that's Michael Hayes.
Okay,
Okay,
one of your
good.
former players there, Coach.
Yep, I didn't recognize his number.
Yeah. He's got the LT face mask on. He's shaded there. Okay, Cataldo picks up another first down. 45 for Sharon, and on the tackle, Jeff Enos. So we're under 4 minutes now, and certainly the pace of the game is running about the same, but we're not putting points on the board as Jack has basically gone to his second lineup and is grinding things out here.
Just keep the clock moving.
Yeah, pretty much what you want to do here. Thrasher's a fullback. Saunders is at tailback. We got a little toss here to Saunders. He gets a couple nice blocks. He's weaving.
He's down to about the 5.
Yep. 53, Dan Godlin. Makes the tackle again. Pulling a guard. You see Jake Walsh coming out there. Saunders trying to juke his way in and out.
Yeah, he's going to learn. He's a sophomore, but he's going to learn he's got to square his shoulders to the line of scrimmage. I'm sure he's been told that 15 times already, but, you know, to eliminate that angle so he doesn't get killed.
Yeah,
he's got to square up.
Cataldo's back in now. And there goes Derek. He's going to break it inside the 5-yard line.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. Yes, he is. Okay.
So he gets 1 and Neville got 4.
Yep. Oh, nice little reward for Mr. Cataldo.
Yeah, he had a nice series.
Yeah, falls. Nice block by Nicky Thrasher right there. By the time Pollard got to him, he was already inside the end zone. So Foxboro, with this extra point, could push it to 35. Yeah, Ali with another boomer.
Nice boot.
One of the few highlights of that North Attleboro game, you know what it's like playing in that bandbox they call Community Field, is when Foxborough did score their touchdown. It was on the end zone side where the house is right in the backyard there, not where the street is. And Ali kicked it up and over that fence, and everyone standing around, referees like waiting for somebody to toss them the ball back. And, you know,
some kids running away with it.
It was over in that backyard. That thing was a missile there, but.
What a horrible place to play football.
You know what? I agree. They have a beautiful facility up at their high school. The only thing they're lacking is lights. It's a great field, a lot of parking, stands, you know, on both sides of the field, adequate seating, just the lack of lights. And what drives me nuts about Community Field more than anything else is the baseball cutouts. You know, you got the softball on one end, baseball on the other end, and when you have a bad day weather-wise, it turns into mud.
Right. No disrespect to North Attleboro, but they can do a lot better than that. But I think that's a big tradition down there for them to play a community field. The stands are awful. You know, the field, although they maintain the field. Yeah. Frank said the press box is awful. Not this Frank.
Yeah.
Frank McDowell. Frank said that.
Yeah.
Frank McDowell. Anyway, the whole facility really, it's just the stands for the away, for just like our stands.
Yeah.
Aren't very good either.
Well, we don't have a good visitor sideline either, is right. So here we go. McHugh takes the kickoff. He's going to work his way back out to about the 20-yard line. Sharon will have 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the first half to try and get something going and possibly get on the scoreboard. Still a lot of the starting defense for the Warriors out there. Most of the offensive players are starting to switch up. I'm assuming by the second half we're going to see. Now Mogan is coming over. Timeout here is called.
Yeah, they got to get everybody in, and they will get everybody in the second half. They don't want to get anybody hurt. Next week's going to be a tougher game, and then they got to play Canton, which is going to be just a little bit better than this probably, but not much. And then they gear up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we start off with those 3 tough non-league games. Certainly great games to watch. Good second half efforts. Each game the Warriors really turned on in the second half to pull things out. And those road games, having 4 in a row is tough enough as it is.
Yeah.
But, OA playing with emotion this year, plus the Foxboro connection here with the coaching staff. Going into Stoughton where we have trouble at times.
Yeah.
Certainly North Attleboro game. And then, Franklin, which, up until us beating them, Franklin had lost a tough one the week before to Mansfield. Everyone was saying, geez, watch out for Franklin this year. And they are a quality team.
They beat North Attleboro 25-0.
Yeah.
Which opened a lot of eyes and said, "Uh-oh, we got a new person in the Elite 3."
Yeah. But the thing is, that's a tough road trip for any program.
Yeah.
And then you come home and you basically have 3.
Well, how about this? I we'll wait till this one play and we'll talk a little bit here about road trips.
Okay, we got single back once again. McHugh.
Nice hole, nice run for that boy. Good job, first down. How about this for a road trip? You talked about the 2000 Warriors.
Right.
Let's take a look at Jamie McHugh here.
Jamie McHugh.
Nice cut.
Nice hole.
Nice cut. Bad tackle.
Yeah. Chris Wade, number 46, was the one, along with Colin Uther, number 15, that brought him down.
Talk about that road trip that Foxboro had to make on their road to the Super Bowl. Not only did they have to go to Marshfield, which was absolutely the largest high school football team I've ever seen in my life, averaged 287 pounds on the offensive line, including an offensive guard who went to Notre Dame. They had to play down in that horrendous place to play. Then we had to play, obviously, at Mansfield, but then we had to go to play North Attleboro and had to break their 38-game winning streak to get into the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. If you don't think that was hard, I see these people writing things in the paper about, about who's the best team, who's the toughest team. I hear Coach talking about who's the toughest, who's this, who's that. I'll tell you what, that was one of the hardest things that this town has ever had to do.
Right.
And actually, they got beat over in Oliver Ames one night. That same team got beat by Oliver Ames 33-7 or something after scoring the first touchdown. That's when they had Lamar Monterio tailback at Oliver Ames. And I think they were just absolutely exhausted after coming to being leaned on by Marshfield. Mm-hmm. You should have seen that Marshfield team, Doug. They were unbelievable, enormous.
I do recall the kid that you're talking about going to Notre Dame. And, and they were a big
Giles,
team.
Austin Giles.
That's it, yeah.
His brothers at BC now. They were that kid was 315 pounds and he ran the anchor of the 4x100.
Unbelievable.
Think about what I just said.
That's
it's the truth.
Superhuman.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1:53. Timeout's over.
Oh.
Long count. Foxboro jumps, but stays on side. And McHugh's going to get nothing. Their ball's on the turf. That's going to be whistled dead. Hard count there. Got a little activity on the Foxboro D-line, but no contact, so no flag. And 2 yards are lost on the play. Clock is still ticking. We're at a minute and a half left in the half.
Yeah, we talk about the JVs. From what I understand, the JVs have only lost one game.
Yeah. North Attleboro.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
I haven't seen any freshman games. Who seems to be the best freshman team?
I know North Attleboro's freshman team put 50 on us.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I was told. Again, they actually let me check that too. I think our JV team beat North. We were the only one of the 3 that actually won against North.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure who their loss is against, but you got a lot of depth down there, as we were saying, because of the kids that are not getting playing time here on varsity. But freshman team has numbers. They actually have some size. They got quite a few big boys, 220 up, playing on that line. Kids that never could play Pop Warner. Got a couple athletes there with Tommy Theos, Eddie Lincoln, Colby Flynn. But North Attleboro threw a 50 spot on us. So
wow.
Yeah.
So they're something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they always are. But again, as we've seen over the years, our sub-varsity freshman teams, good or bad, doesn't matter. By the time they get to the varsity, the coaching just makes a winner out of them. So.
Right.
And there's McHugh trying to get outside. Unless he gets no clock, does not stop. That'll be the last play of the half. I tell you, between Pollard and McHugh, you got two kids that are really playing their hearts out right now.
Yep.
They're not getting much help on that line to make things happen for them. So,
well, I'm kind of happy that half's over anyway.
Yeah, it's fun to see us do well, but it's not so fun when the game is really not going to be competitive. So, we're going to take a break here. There's a lot of halftime festivities as it is homecoming.
Yeah.
Between the band, the cheerleaders, probably have cars with the homecoming court in it. So I'm guessing probably a good 20 minutes, Frank, before we'll be back up here. So
sounds like a Diet Coke to me.
Yeah, I think I'll join you, buddy. We'll take a walk and head down there. So 35-0 at the half. We'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Please move out of that area. Your children down by the scoreboard, please move over back onto the track. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the 2007 Foxboro High School Warrior Marching Band. The band is led on the field by senior drum majors Caitlin O'Brien and Jenny Greenleaf. This year's show is entitled Taking It to the Streets and features 3 eclectic dance tunes by 3 different American composers. First is the show's title song, Taking It to the Streets, by Michael McDonald, which is a classic American pop tune originally recorded by the Doobie Brothers. Mish Halou is the featured tenor saxophone soloist. Second is a swing area dance tune called Hey Pachuco by Edward Nichols, which features the entire percussion section, as well as trumpet soloist Matt Muirhead. And the final selection is entitled Sonoran Desert Holiday by Ron Nelson. This music, which showcases the band's mallet percussion section, is based on Native American and Mexican American folk dance traditions from the American West. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 2007 Foxboro High School Marching Band, taking it to the streets. Foxboro Marching Band. Taking it to the streets. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to direct your attention to the 50-yard line. The Foxboro Warrior 2007 cheerleaders. about a big hand for the Foxboro Marching Band as they pass in review. Big hand for the Foxboro Warrior 2007 cheerleaders. Quick announcement before we start homecoming. We have a 50-50 raffle blue ticket winner, 779212. 779212. That's a 50-50 raffle. Touchdown Club winner, 779212. It's a blue ticket. If you have that ticket, please go to our concession stand and pick up your winnings. Once again, 779212. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we celebrate Foxboro homecoming. Our first couple is Haley Lell. Haley is the daughter of Judy and Dave Lell. As a freshman, Haley played for the varsity softball team. In 2005, she organized a bake sale and raised $300 for the Nesson Radio Jimmy Fund. At school, her favorite subjects are drama and science. She wishes to pursue a career in child life studies and is interested in the research of illnesses in children. Haley plans to attend either the University of Massachusetts at Lowell or Wheelock College. Accompanying Haley is Zach Watson, the son of Joan and Ken Watson. Zach represents the class of 2008 as their vice president. He has been very active in student council throughout his high school career and has gone so far as to attend the National Student Council Conference in Kansas City. Zach is a member of the track team and National Honor Society. He has received the Silver Key Award in Boston Art. Zach wishes to attend Northeastern University, Worcester Polytechnic Institute, or the University of Massachusetts at Amherst, where he plans to study engineering and math. Our second couple, Cassie Shaw. Cassie is the daughter of Nancy and Stephen Shaw. Cassie is an active participant in Foxboro High School's music program and is a recipient of the Band Award. Cassie has also been recognized for her accomplishments in CAD and Spanish. She has also received the Smith College Book Award. Cassie hopes to attend Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and is interested in a future in chemical engineering. Cassie is escorted by Andy Grube, the son of Carla and Steve Grube. Andy is an accomplished member of the Foxboro High School music program. Andy has also received the Band Award and has earned the recognition of All-State Tubist. Andy participates in a drama program and the debate team at school and has received the St. Anselm's Book Award. He plans to study chemical engineering at Northeastern University next year. Our next couple is Katie Garrity. Katie is the daughter of Wanda and Michael Garrity. Katie is the president of the senior class and a member of the Student Council Executive Board. She is a captain of the field hockey team and has received the Coaches Award for field hockey. In addition to her role as student leader, Katie has involved herself in a variety of activities at Foxboro High School. She participates in peer leadership, SAD, and yearbook. Katie was selected as one of our most spirited students this week at Foxboro High School. She plans to attend Westfield State College, where she will study event planning. Escorting Katie is Chris Marcel. Chris is the son of Courtney Marcel. Chris is greatly involved in the athletic program at Foxboro High School. He has played on both the varsity football team and the varsity baseball team for 3 years. As a senior, Chris participates in the peer leadership program. Outside of school, Chris is recognized by his peers as an outstanding player at pond football. He hopes that his college and career choice bring him closer to his favorite football team. You won't believe this. The Cincinnati Bengals. Woo. I had to do that, I'm sorry. I just had to do that. Our next couple is Kelly Johnson. Kelly is the daughter of Richard and Mary Johnson. Kelly is one of the captains of the very competitive Foxboro High School cheerleading squad. Kelly has fond memories of the national cheerleading competition from her junior year when her team placed 12th in the nation. Kelly is also a positive member of the Student Council. Kelly hopes to study nursing next year at the University of Rhode Island. Kelly is escorted by Ali Matata. Ali is the son of Samir and Ahmed Matata. Ali is a member of the varsity football team and has played on the varsity for 3 years. He has also played for the varsity basketball team for 2 years and will be a captain this year. Ali also participates in the leadership role on the Foxboro High School Student Council. My favorite memory from Foxboro High School is when he beat Miss Petrovic in a game of badminton. Oh boy. Allie is considered attending Boston College, Marist College, the University of Massachusetts Amherst, or Wagner College, where he plans to pursue a career in sports management. And our last couple, Hannah Pierce. Hannah Pierce is the daughter of Sue and Martin Pierce. Hannah is a 4-year member of the volleyball team and has also participated in the spring track and field program. She is a musician in the band and participates in other activities as well, including peer leadership, yearbook, and history club. Hannah wishes to thank her parents and brother for all of their support. Hannah would like to attend Endicott College next fall, where she will pursue a career in either marine biology or psychology. Hannah is escorted by Brian Roach. Brian is the son of Dennis and Cheryl Roach. Brian was a treasurer of his class student council as a freshman and sophomore. He was very active in collecting class dues and in planning and executing the sophomore semi-formal dance. He received the Student Council Unsung Hero Award as a sophomore for his outstanding participation in full council. Brian is interested in communications and hopes to attend the University of New Hampshire next year. Looks like I goofed on a couple, I'm sorry. Tori Hickey. Tori Hickey is the daughter of Marsha and Alan Hickey. Tori has played on the soccer team for 3 years and was a member of the track team for 2 years. Her extracurricular activities also include Student Council, the History Club, and Yearbook. Tori has been recognized by the faculty with the English and Geometry Awards and the Math Analysis Recognition Award. Tori wishes to attend the University of Connecticut in the fall of 2008. Sammy Khalifa, her escort, is the son of Mohsen and Cynthia Khalifa. Sammy is one of Foxboro's finest scholar athletes. He participates in both the soccer and track teams and is involved in several clubs such as the math team, FED, Challenge Club, and the Science Club. Sammy has received the AP U.S. History Award and the AP Scholar with Honor Award. He has also been recognized for his accomplishments in accounting and wellness. Sammy wishes to attend the Massachusetts Institute of Technology next year and plans to pursue a career in engineering. And now the moment you've been waiting for. We would now like to announce the homecoming king and queen for 2007. The homecoming king, Chris Marcel. And this is appropriate. The homecoming queen, Tori Hickey. Take it off. Now at homecoming concluded, we'd like to welcome you back to the second half of the Sharon Eagle Foxboro Warrior Hockomock League football game. Once again, we'd like to remind you, in accordance with the state laws of Massachusetts, there is no smoking while here at Ahern Field, so please refrain from smoking. I'd also like to ask you to please stay behind the fence and not go on the track or field at any time. And also, in accordance with the Hockomock League and NIA's wishes, we'd like to remind you, show the highest quality of sportsmanship toward the officials, players, and your fellow spectators. Please do the part to make all athletic contests a positive and enjoyable.
Okay, we're back, halftime. Foxboro out to a 35-0 lead, no surprise there. You know, not really much of a game. It's hard to call a game like this, Frank.
Yeah, it's tough. We'll think of some things to say because you and I can talk.
We can talk.
The thing is, we want to run the football as much as humanly possible here and get as many kids in the game and not have any injuries, and I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, the same thing for Sharon. You certainly, I mean, undermanned like that, 21 kids dressed. Some of those kids going both ways. They're beat already, and you don't want to see any of them kids get hurt either.
No, nobody wants anybody to get hurt, and I'm sure that they want to get off this field so they can play next week too.
Yeah.
And hopefully have a few more kids than 21. But they did the best they could, and Foxboro's up to it tonight.
Yeah, and Neville's had his career night, 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter. We're checking the archives. We think that's a record. So
Dave Mogan just told me down there that he had 4 touchdowns in a game, but he wasn't telling. He didn't have 4 and a quarter.
Okay.
So I said, you don't count.
It doesn't count. So there you have it. We'll be getting back to live action pretty soon. The halftime festivities, homecoming's all over with, and Foxboro 35-0. We'll probably put 1 or 2 more in before this is over.
There you go.
Okay. All right, second half kickoff here. Matata doing the duties. Another deep kick. And once again, 24 is Ridley with the return. Behind a slight wedge, brings the ball out to about the 25-yard line.
Number 24, Robert Ridley.
Well, the crowd, you really can't tell from up here, Frank, because... Well, okay, we'll do the stats here real quickly.
There you go. You got Foxboro with only six first downs because they scored on 2 long runs and a long pass.
That last drive probably had 4 of the first downs on it right there.
Right. The total yards is what you're looking at, 177 to 6. That basically tells the tale right there.
Yeah. As I was going to say, the crowd, we can't really tell from our perspective here because we've got some blind spots, but there's a pretty good size group out there tonight enjoying the
well, it's a nice night. The rain's held off, and it's supposed to rain, and that's held off, and it is homecoming.
Yep.
So you got the king and the queen, and here we go.
All right, and McHugh with that carry. Young man picks up a couple. He's been their workhorse. Broken a few tackles at times, and then at other times he's had no blocking whatsoever, and he's been swarmed under, but he's their workhorse, and the quarterback, Pollard, basically has taken a few shots trying to run that option play. A tough little kid himself.
Yeah, he is a tough little guy.
So even their center, look at their center coming out. It looks like a Pop Warner-sized kid, doesn't it?
Yeah, he does. He does.
He's not a very big boy. So there goes that little option. Pollard, he's going to spin and basically get back to the line of scrimmage, not lose anything there. It'll be 3rd and long, about 7. Maybe 6. Yeah, normally when you look at that, your center, the kid looks like maybe he's like about 5'8", maybe about 178 pounds, something like that. And then we line up someone like a Woolard, Brian Woolard, 300 pounds on him or something like that. It's just...
No matter how tough you are, no matter how hard you play, that by the end of the 3rd or 4th quarter, your neck hurts, your shoulders are killing you because you've been pounded on, and you finally say, geez, if I can't move this kid, the heck with it.
Yeah, that's for sure. So here it is, Sharon in a 3rd and 6 situation. McHugh is once again the deep back. A little inside handoff here.
That wasn't a bad play, and he's close to a first down.
Luke Ding, number 33.
Ball was carried by Eagles, number 33, Luke Ding.
They gave him a first down.
They did.
Good.
Here we go.
Good.
Nothing.
Let's take a look. 53's pulling.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, they just missed the tackle. That's really what happened there.
Yeah.
And then he got it all on his own.
Dan Godwin, one of the captains, he's actually played a pretty good game himself.
Yeah. He's 56, right?
53. 56 is the other captain, Jesse Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they're doing the best they can.
Yep. So Sharon picks up a first down on their initial drive of the second half. Ball spotted at their own 35-yard line. Once again, long count. Q takes it. He gets jammed up early. It's Luke Sicorso in there quick. I tell you, I know earlier in the year, Luke Sicorso was somebody that I thought would get a lot of playing time on defense. We're seeing it tonight. He just, right there, good
play.
hit. Yeah. Good form. Has his head up. He can see the tackle.
He was always a pretty good tackle, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. We were both fortunate enough to coach him, and the kid's a ball player. But, yeah, I thought early in the year, he was getting a lot of time on offense and, zero time on defense. And I thought, if anything, this year, this would be the year he broke in on the defense to get playing time. So he is a hitter, and he has speed. So Sharon loses 2 on the play, and we're going to have just a sort of like a draw play on the cue as delayed handoff draw.
More.
Yeah. You get a whole swarm of guys in there. Number 39 is Chris Gorham.
This poor kid, this 44 McHugh, he's going to get up tomorrow morning, maybe, at about 11 o'clock and say, oh, I'm in pain all over.
Yeah.
And that's what it feels like, too. You're in pain all over. Even your ears hurt.
Yeah. Scorso comes out now. You got some fresh bodies out there for Foxboro. Number 46 is playing on one end. That's Chris Wade. 39, like you said, is Chris Martin still playing. I'm not Chris Martin. Take that. Chris Gorham is on the other side. Once again, long count. And once again, it goes to the fullback for no gain.
Yeah.
Luke Ding.
Can I have your attention, please, with Melissa Hayes.
Joey Smith's keeping the ball on the ground, Doug. They're not even trying to put the ball in the air. Not even a screen, not a flare out of the backfield. They're just keeping the ball on the ground. They want to move the clock too.
Yeah.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
They're not going to get back in the game, and they might as well work on their blocking.
The only argument someone might pose there is well, how do they know if that will ever work if they never try it?
That's true. That's true. Yep.
They may not even have it in their arsenal. They could have a very basic offense. I think you mentioned that prior to the game, that he just doesn't have the numbers. And when he's running half-line scrimmages against himself, you know what it's like when
it's awful. It's awful.
You do that in Pop Warner times because you got a small team, 23, 24 kids, a couple kids aren't there. But in high school, you're supposed to have a scout team on offense and defense that is running your opponent's plays for that week, So you go in there like, Foxboro has the sophomores and some of their juniors running Sharon's defense while the varsity starting offense goes against them and vice versa.
Right, and exactly. And you take a look at some of the teams like Everett and some of the teams that have large numbers. They're having an offensive team and a defensive team.
Absolutely.
And very few of those kids are going both ways. That's just part of the program.
That's right. Jarrell Green, number 43, got the carry in there. Joey Nixon, number 7, has checked in at quarterback.
Nice play by 53.
Yeah. Again, that's one of the captains here, Dan Godwin. But Jarrell Green is in there, and number 44 is also Aaron Taylor.
Green is sophomore too, Doug?
I believe he is. I'll check that 1 second. Actually, Jarrell's a junior.
Junior?
Yeah. And he got the carry there and picked up some positive yardage.
He looks like he's excited too.
Mm-hmm.
As well, he should be. Well, they look good. They must have 10 ball carriers coming back next year.
Easily.
Now, if they can put 4 of them on offense and 4 of them on defense, they're going to have a team.
Yep. Matt Johnson, number 59, is in there. See his back right there. Son of one of our former coaches, unfortunately, we lost last year, tragically. Tommy Johnson, great guy. There's Green again. He's got some moves. He's shaking and baking. He's going to try and reverse that field, and it's not going to work for him.
He's going to get yelled at right now, I'll tell you that. Don't go back to the huddle. Don't go back to the sideline.
Oh, boy.
Somebody's going to pull him aside and say, hey, kid, if there's nothing there, take it straight up. Don't try to come back the other way.
Joey McGinn, number 64, was also in on that series. Another former player of ours, Frank.
Yep.
Good
tough kid.
Tough kid.
He'll be an offensive guard next year.
Yes, he's a sophomore right now, but he works as hard as anybody.
Yep, he does.
And he loves contact, that kid.
I love him. He's a great kid. I just talking to his mom down in the
teepee down
there.
On
the teepee, and she's excited about seeing him play in the second half here.
Yeah, she's a quality person too, Lisa.
Very nice girl.
All right, there's Matata's first boot of the night, and there's that thunder kick that you were talking about, and it hits, and it's going to roll. Fair catch was called for, but the Sharon receiver never bothered to catch the ball. They lost another 15 in the process. God.
He's going to get yelled at too.
Yeah.
Yeah, put your hand up, catch the ball.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Let's take a peek. Now, instead of that ball's going to go by him, all right? You just let it go. If you catch the ball, son, you save 15 yards.
Major mistake. Number 28, Brad Asnes. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty of putting your hand up. You're not going to take a shot.
Right.
We had penalty
against
Foxboro.
Interfering with the fair catch.
Could have been, yeah. I think that's what it was. So he got those yards back.
Must have yelled at him or something. I didn't see any contact.
So ball's out at the Sharon 23-yard line. We have just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Again, a lot of new faces out there for the Warriors. Inside handoff. Once again, the ding. And let me check that, number 39. Chris Gorman on the tackle.
Good name for a fullback. Ding.
Yeah. Ding, dang, bang, I tell you. Somebody likes contact, right?
Yeah.
We have Brian Campbell, number 5's out there. Number 50 also is out there for the Warriors. That's Timmy Driscoll. 89. Going down the roster here. Max Hadley. I believe I see. Yep, Max. He's got a ponytail. That is Max. First-year player. Number 8's back there. Sonny Pham. Another former player of mine. Sonny started out as a lineman. He's made his way back to a defensive back. Sometimes we guess wrong. We go.
Oh, he's wide open.
Here we go.
Oh, boy. Hit him right in the hands, too.
Well thrown ball.
Yeah. I thought he was throwing to the other kid. Yeah. The other guy can't. Two guys in the same space.
Right. Jamie Harding should have had this ball. Pollard,
he put it
he
right
finally
in his
got
hands.
some time,
Yep.
and he just puts this ball up there, and, it's right there.
Boom, right in his hands. Got to make that catch, though.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been certainly their best play of the evening had he caught it, but it was on the money. It's a good throw. So, again, we'll see who else we got out here for the Warriors. Number 21 is Steven Valencia. We'll see him. I think see number 52, Brad Whalen's out there. It's good. Good to see some of these boys out there.
Sure it is.
Chris Balestra, number 4 as well. So we have a 3rd and about 7 situation. We're going to see McHugh here. He's got
He's
got a good little run going.
Good job.
Yep,
Good
job.
job.
That first down.
I like that kid.
And Gorham once again with the tackle. He's been very active out there. Nothing fancy here. Straight handoff. Finds a seam. Some pretty good blocking for a change.
Nice job.
Yeah, really
nice
good.
Job.
So 2.5 minutes to go. Sharon is now out at their own 43-yard line. A lot of pursuit there. Nobody making any tackles. Chris Gorham caught him from behind. Sharon in the shotgun. Let's try this again. Pollard loose. Oh, he puts this one out there, but nobody.
The kid stopped running.
Yeah. He had a nice tight spar on that, but basically it was there no intended receiver. Tell you what, that center, a couple times I've seen that shotgun snap. He's got some zip on that ball, Frank.
Yeah.
I mean, Pollard's getting a workout back there.
Oh, boy. The things you see.
Yeah, good picture of Smitty we just had on our monitor. Yeah, what this... I mean, he's been stretched out a couple times.
He better have some good hands, this
He
kid.
does, yeah. We saw the one on the punt that he caught with one hand over his head, and you know, I like him. I like his fire. And again,
What do you think he says when he goes back in the huddle? Can you give me a tenth of a second?
Yeah. Oh, and there he goes, a little option play, but nothing happening. But yeah,
Laying on the ground, late hit. I think we got a late hit.
yeah. He's probably at this point in the season, Frank. He's beyond words in that huddle, I'm sure. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, you got to give the kids credit for sticking it out. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do, and they don't have many easy games on their schedule. I mean,
Now I'm looking at Joey Smith talking to him. My good friend Joseph down there, and Pollard's standing next to him. Pollard's got his helmet on, and he comes up to his shoulder. So
Yeah.
Joe's 6'1", maybe a little over.
Yeah, kid-
Pollard's got to be about 5'6".
tops. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So you got 5'6" Pollard, you got 5'5" McHugh.
Yeah. Again, it's, you know, you watch some of the 18 towns that field 8 teams around the league, and kids that now the weight limit's 160, and these kids, they're coming in at 6'2", 6'3", and they look bigger than 160, but, you know, they're thin underneath those pads, but they're going to grow into those frames.
Oh yeah.
Here we go, McHugh again. He's going to break this outside almost.
That's a big kid. I mean, that's a big 13-year-old kid when you got a kid 6'2", 160 pounds. He's going to grow into a big boy.
Yeah, there's a couple of them we've seen around the league so far this year. Unfortunately, none of them are wearing the blue and gold. we got most of our big boys are on the short, stocky side, and our tall kids are lanky, you know, thin as rails. But Coach A.J. Dooley's done a pretty good job this year. Team came out 4-4, and they'll be playing in the Hawkmock Bowl tournament.
Oh, good for him.
Next week.
Good for them.
Yeah, some tough competition. Basically, 20 kids on the team and dressing 16 for most games due to injuries.
Wow.
Similar situation trying to practice. You know, it's just tough. But you know, again, you got to give credit to the kids for sticking it out. I'm sure a lot of them will be looking forward to playing some freshman ball next year.
Sure. And I was talking to Matt Campbell, one of the freshman coaches, the other day, actually this week, and he told me that they've got some enormous freshmen.
Yeah.
So probably the biggest freshman he's had since he's been down there.
Yeah.
And a couple of kids say 240, 250.
Yeah.
So
I mentioned it earlier. Some kids have never played before.
Yeah.
The DiMartino kid is a house, and there's a couple other kids' names that I'm not familiar with. I heard the same thing. And you know,
so if they get in the weight room, you know, they could push some people next year.
Absolutely. Well, as you said, the rain is held off, which is really a positive thing.
It's great.
Yeah, it is great.
Because you don't want to go through this in the rain.
No, you don't.
Boy.
So we have just under a minute left. Timeout is over. Sharon's facing a second and long from the Warrior 43-yard line. Their best drive of the game. Aided with a couple penalties. Pollard takes snap. Again, McHugh is going to go straight ahead for a couple. Not much. He might make the 40-yard line. Bring up a third and about 6 situation. Joe Bresci, number 93, and actually Joe Bresci's been getting some varsity time. Kid's got a good build on him, Frank. He's listed 6'2", 225, and he's a junior. And a couple of games earlier this year, I was impressed with some of his play. He's definitely a player, and we got another kid out there. We'll catch a number in a second here. Another big boy. He's up on the top side there. Oh,
that's 3 that have hit 81. Oh, that's 31. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's I don't know who 31 is, but I think he should have had that ball too.
Yeah.
Maybe we could see that again. There's a little zip on that ball by Pollard right there.
Yeah.
Just a slant, simple slant.
These balls, it's catchable right there.
Oh, they're not only is it catchable, he should have had that ball. put it right there. Nice pass.
It's unfortunate because Pollard, he's trying to make it happen. He's thrown a couple good passes this past quarter here, and it's now over. We're going to enter the fourth quarter. And again, those type of things, you said, hey, Joe Smith's not going to throw anything. He's just going to grind it out. Well, he's opened it up a little bit, and the kids aren't executing,
Right.
So at least he's trying.
Yep, absolutely.
We're going to switch ends of the field here. We'll take a look at our marching band down there. Next week's the big one, Mansfield, North Attleboro. And
Who do you like?
to tell you the truth, I like Mansfield. I just think that Reading will be more prepared than Cumber will.
No superstars on Mansfield, but they're a good football team.
Very good, solid top to bottom. Shotgun once again.
You know what I just heard today?
It's Harding with a catch. He's going to come up short of the first down.
Corey Easton's transferred out of Boston College to UMass.
Is that right?
That's what I heard.
Wow. Well,
let's take a look at a pass completion.
Yeah, Harding on the receiving end of this one.
Crossing pattern. 81's got that one.
Yeah, he just comes up a little bit short. They're about a yard short of that first down marker. Nice tackle there by 15, Colin Uther. Turning the ball over to Foxboro on downs. But, yeah, Mansfield, what I see with them this year, Frank, and, again, you work over in Mansfield, so you get a lot of kids in the store, but they have a lot of backs in their backfield, too. 1 week, Paul Simpson that runs for 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. Another week, Mike Albany is the go-to guy. Another week, it's, somebody else. Like you said, no superstars.
Just well coached and strong.
Yeah.
The kids are strong. He's got them in a weight room like crazy, very very much like the Foxboro kids.
Right.
And it's become mandatory to win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're not strong, you're not going to win. You're going to wear down. And the weights were not. When I was a kid, it was go to the weight room, have some fun, get strong. But it wasn't mandatory. Now it's to win. You have to get in that weight room and get strong.
Be competitive. Saunders on that last carry picked up 4 for the Warriors. Again, we got a new center in there too for Foxboro. I'll get in a minute. 44 is Aaron Taylor.
64 is Joey McGann, right?
64 is Joey McGann.
Yep.
I think 51's the center now, Ben Crook. But
is Hadge in there too? Is he the tight end? 88?
Is that what he's wearing? No, that's what he used to wear.
Oh.
He's wearing 85.
85, okay.
So Zach Hadge could be in there. We'll keep an eye out for him. Again, Joey Nixon is in at quarterback, senior. Has quarterbacked in the past. He was a JV quarterback. There's Mikey Hayes and Mikey Farrell are splitting out to both sides.
I heard Nolan got hurt. Sean Nolan, he got hurt.
Well, that'd be a shame if he did. I didn't hear that, but it would be a shame, that's for sure.
Matter of fact, I'm almost positive he did because Campbell came into the store looking for a brace for him.
Okay.
So an ankle brace. I think that's what he told me, that he got hurt. So that's why probably Nixon's in there.
Okay. Cataldo comes up a little short on third down. It's going to be fourth and about 3 here. Foxboro will punt. Ali now with his second kick, maybe third. We've lost track here. There hasn't been that many, I can tell you that much. Well kicked ball again. This time it's fielded cleanly. 31 is Brett Schenkel. And he returns it for about 5 yards. Brings it out just past the 30 to the 31-yard line. Sharon will take over from there with 8 minutes and 56 seconds left in this contest.
A lot of clean uniforms in there now, Doug.
Yeah. The thing is, sad part, we've alluded to several times thus far, is the fact that Sharon just doesn't have a lot of substitutes. So you got 21 dressed, some of those kids are playing both ways for sure, but, maybe there's maybe 6 kids, 5 that might not have been in.
Right.
And they're checked. They should be in there anyhow.
You see, they have the two big fellas in there now. 83, is that 83 and 97? 97?
Yeah, for Foxboro, I don't have it. Yeah, he is a big kid. He's not on the roster. I have to get an updated one, but he is a big boy, number 97 for the Warriors.
Yep. He looks like he's well over 200 pounds.
Oh, yeah, he's got height, too. We'll try and get that corrected for next week. In case the young man does get a chance to play next week, we'd like to be able to call his name out.
Yeah, he looks like he's well over 6 foot tall and well over 200 pounds. And he's not fat. He looks like he's in pretty good shape. 93, 97.
Yeah, 93 is Bressy. And like I said, he has been getting some playing time in there. I think next to Bressy, it's either 52 or 62. So it's either Brad Whalen or Cam Shaw. But
which one would Cam Shaw be?
Actually, it's Brad Whalen. It's 52. Oh. So that's Brad Whalen. Cam Shaw is 62.
Okay.
Yep. And Whalen makes the tackle. There you go. Called his name out. Get involved.
There you go.
A little help from Timmy Driscoll, number 50.
69's in there now.
John DeRochers. I don't even think, Sharon doesn't have a JV team.
No.
So this is the JV game right now. That's right. I mean, they didn't even fill the hole in the schedule, so there will be no JV game come Monday. So this is their playing time right now.
Yeah, they got to get them in for a lot of playing time right here.
Now, once again, we're going to see a handoff to McHugh. He's going to battle his way around to a first down, it looks like.
He must have carried the ball 15 times tonight, Doug.
Yeah. Maybe Frank McDowell down the truck can give us a little stat on Mr. McHugh. Frank says it's somewhere around 20, so we appreciate that. Crack statistician. And on top of it all, you got Pollard running out to get the plays every time, too. Not even running the guy in with a play. I mean,
we talked about that before. Don't like it.
I don't like it either. I think it takes a lot of energy out of your quarterback.
Right.
You're gonna run that option. Oh, this is just not good.
That's gonna be
Foxboro's gonna end up with that ball. Timmy Driscoll, number 50, comes up with it. Actually, his first turnover of the game. With all this going on.
Now let's take another look at this.
Just wasn't executed very well.
No. And he didn't even get hit either. We can't even blame it on a hit.
He forced it. McHugh wasn't where he thought he would be, and just blindly kind of like threw that out there. So the first turnover of the game is a fumble recovered by Foxboro's Timmy Driscoll. And with 5 left, Foxboro take over on the Eagles' 30-yard line. Number 17 is in now for the Warriors at quarterback, and that is Sean Nolan.
It is?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, he must have the brace on.
And Cataldo is the deep back, and he's the one who takes the handoff. He's going to surge ahead for a few yards. Jeff Smiley, number 67, was one of the lead blockers on that play.
Oh, we got about 6 minutes left in the game, and we're on Sharon's 27-yard line. I think these kids would love to punch one in.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That's Terrell Green again, number 43 with carry.
Can we see that again, Mike? I want to see something. I want to yell at this kid.
Yeah, Terrell's going to learn how to. Yeah. He's basically running into contact here, and he's going kind of straight up.
And then he lowers his neck.
And then puts his head down.
Let's take a peek. This is now hot. Not. You don't run the ball. Then stick your head down like that.
Yeah.
You're going to snap your neck, kid. Come on. Square up and run high. Run hard.
Yeah. Had his shoulders square, but when he puts his head down, he's exposing himself to potential danger there.
First thing you hear in E-Team, in the Mighty Mites, Keep your head up when you're hitting something.
There goes Saunders. There's a flag down. Hasn't been many of them tonight either.
No.
Might have a hold here. That was a third down carry by James Saunders.
Holding.
Yep, holding calls right. So it'll be down over. Remain third down for the Warriors, and they'll have about 10 yards to go, maybe just a hair more. Foxboro breaks the huddle. Again, staying in the power eye. There's Green again. This time he's got room.
He's gone.
He's got a good block right there. Dive in there, young man. Hey, he makes it on his feet.
There you go.
Now that's how you run the ball.
Get nice speed.
Yeah.
Nice quick feet. We see that one again, Mike.
When he finds that opening, this young man can run.
In and out. Bing, out.
Right, nice block right there.
Very nice.
We have a block in the back
64.
by Blue.
Oh, we got a
We got a
penalty
block
on
in the back.
Down.
Oh, jeez, that's a shame.
That's coming back. It was a nice run by that
That's a shame. I don't know where that block was. They don't announce the number.
We have a block in the back by Blue. It's going to be a first down, Blue.
64, Dan Burke made a real good block at the initial point of contact.
Yep.
And that's where Jarrell Green broke off his backside. You'll see this. Dan Burke leads him up through the hole here. You got right. 54 is right there. Now that's in the line of scrimmage. 64 was in there too. There's 64 right there. That's a good block by Burke.
Haven't seen a hold yet.
I haven't seen either. 54. Yeah, 54 is Burke. I'm sorry. 64 is Joey McGinn. You know, both very good blocks right there.
Yep.
So it's going to be a 1st and 11. Jarrell Green's going to get another shot at it, and he's going to get inside the 10-yard line. I think they're going to try and get that one back for him. Might see a steady dose of Jarrell Green right now.
I like that kid.
Yeah, keeps his head up. Good things happen. Andrew Hazenline, number 38, is in there as well. I think he's the fullback. Yep. They break the huddle. Second and a short 2 at the 11-yard line. There goes Jarrell again. Straight ahead.
Touchdown. Did he get in?
No, they're going to put him in about the 1-inch line.
Let's see that one too.
Boy, he had a nice surge at the end.
Here we go.
He's saying, Coach, leave me in. Don't take me out yet.
Nice blocking, straight ahead. Nice job. Nice job.
Yeah, he reached for it, but he was short. Good call by the officials. Now Jarrell's sitting there saying, Coach, man, I brought it all the way down here twice. You got to let me do one more time. Just one more time, Coach.
Last week I saw a game with Bryant and Bryant University and who were they? St. Anselm's, and the kid ran 84 yards, got caught at the 1-foot line. They wouldn't give it to him the next.
It's everybody's not even fair. It's not even fair.
Yeah, 84 yards. He got caught at the 1, and they wouldn't give him the ball.
All right, here we are. Close. Here's Jarrell's going to get the
shot. There he
goes.
There he's in.
He's in. Well, he scored twice this quarter. Only one of them counted. Nice effort. Good job on Mike Baderi's part. Mike letting the kid earn it back again.
Dig him out.
Following the block. Andrew Hazeline opens that up with a little kick block.
Yep.
59 also there for the Warriors. Matt Johnson, again, Stab would be proud of him blocking like that.
Yeah, Tom is a good man. Good man.
So I think we're going to see Mikey Farrell attempt this point after here.
Oh, good.
And again, this young man has got a leg. He'll be Ali Matata's replacement next year. High snap brought down.
Nice job.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, we had Mikey at the B team a few years ago, and I tell you, we had no fear of putting him out there to kick extra points, even attempting field goals. He had it. So 42-0, 2:25 left in the contest. The JV players have put one on the board for the Warriors. Nice effort by all of them. Coaching staff has done a good job tonight for the Warriors, maximizing the playing time for the kids.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah, probably got quite a few fresh faces out there right now on this kickoff team, too. Nick Marcotte, number 14, I can see him. He's going to be one of the guys nearest us when he comes out. Number 25 is also out there, Dylan Myers. Another one of the Myers boys.
Yep, a lot of the sophomores here, huh?
Yep. Number 60 is out there, Eddie Noonan.
Eddie Noonan.
There's our man Ed.
My neighbor.
We're gonna isolate on Eddie on this one, number 60. All right. Over on the tackle over there, number 18 for Foxboro, Gabriel Brown. And Sharon once again is pinned deep. Has a nice kickoff right there. Good coverage. So the beauty this year, Frank, is Thanksgiving is we will have the comfort of this press box.
Comfort is good.
Regardless of the weather.
Why don't you tell them what happened last year to us?
Well, last year...
good nice folks over there.
Yeah, I mean, we were fortunate enough that we won that game, and that kind of took the sting out of it. But, you're right, we were basically in a monsoon, and on top of a very narrow press box, basically three of us pinned into about a 3x3 area, standing on a milk crate, a couple other things, and Frank and I mean, the fact that we're in this press box should be nerve-wracking to the people below us, all right? But when you put us on top of milk crates and our knees are above the safety railing.
And I'm next to you and I'm leaning on you.
You're leaning on me.
And the wind's blowing and the rain and everything else.
Absolutely.
Oh, my. Yeah.
That's called blackmail tape. That's the only way you get us to keep coming back. You say you're going to play that tape. Handoff straight ahead, not much of a game there. But, yeah, I mean, the fact that we won the game is a well-played game by Foxboro that day, and it really launched them on their Super Bowl run. But the conditions were not great. And
they were awful.
The hospitality was worse than the conditions. I had a couple old cronies over there that are very territorial. And, you know, and the guy's on the press box, Tommy Ferrier, a great guy. He's over here every once in a while, works with Donnie Thrasher. And, a good guy. He's downstairs, and he's feeling for us because he knows what we're dealing with up top.
Yeah.
I wish Tommy was one of the guys up top with us because we would at least have maybe 5 feet of space to work with.
That was tough. I mean, standing on milk crates on top of that board with a driving rainstorm was a tough go. That was a tough go.
It really was.
But you said it right, boy, because that let them that win propelled them right into Case, was it Case next? Stang.
Yeah.
And right after Stang, then they won the Super Bowl against Burlington. It was a great 3 weeks.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that. Can't wait. Well, the Super Bowl is another story. We've talked about that before. We were on staging.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we did a lot of Daredevil stuff last year. That's another thing. You should never put two guys like Frank and myself on top of something that has wheels on it.
On top of anything right there.
And on an incline.
Yeah.
On an incline.
Yeah.
All right. I mean.
Then we had that big step ladder to get off. I'm scared to death to get off of that thing. We're about 20 feet in the air, and you had to leave me, and I'm all by myself. I'm saying, how am I going to get off of this thing?
I know. It was worth it, but it was scary.
Yeah.
So there you have it. 42-0 whitewash of the Sharon Eagles. Pretty much what we expected tonight. Foxboro scoring early and often. Stephon Neville with 4 first quarter touchdowns. We had another one added by Derek Cataldo before halftime, and then Jarrell Green punched in the last one here late in the fourth quarter. So a good win for Foxborough, nothing that wasn't expected. Next week, a little more of a challenge with King Philip.
Right. Yeah, it was a great game, great first half anyway, and I'm glad that everybody got a chance to play.
I am too.
We're out of here healthy. That's the good thing.
That's the real good thing. So as the Warriors leave the field, homecoming ends, and the weather held off, Foxborough has 3 more home games remaining. King Philip, Canton, and then the big one with Mansfield on Turkey Day. Cable 8 will be bringing you all the action, and maybe next week Dennis will be back. We haven't had a full crew yet, I don't think. There's always somebody missing here, but I'm looking forward to the Three Amigos riding again next week.
I hope to tell you this.
Oh, you're not going to be around next week.
I'm down in Southern Connecticut next Friday night.
Thanksgiving might be the first time.
Well, yeah, no, I'll be here at Canton and Canton and Mansfield.
Okay, well, I wish you luck, and I wish Ross luck next week. So,
thank you.
Doug Seuss, Frank Tafoon, all the K-Weight guys, volunteers, great job again tonight. Warriors 42, Sharon nothing. We will see you next week, same time, same channel.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for watching this Cable 8 Sports coverage of the 2007 football season. Game coverage made possible through the efforts of Foxboro Cable Access volunteers. You can watch all the Warrior home games Mondays at 8 on Channel 8. You can also catch us online at fcatv.org and myspace.com/Foxboro Cable Access.